welcome to Conversation with the Cards. I'm Tammy, and here is this week's reading. So as usual, we picked the topic with the Soul's Journey lesson cards. They're oracle cards. This card fell out when I started to shuffle, so I chose it. It's freaking beautiful. So we have love. It says, I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. It's a good topic for this time. I'm using the Mythic Tarot, my very first ever tarot cards, because I missed them. So I'm going to be using them for a while. So I've already given them a good shuffle, but I'll just shuffle a little bit more here, and then we'll just choose from the top. We'll talk about love, and we'll see what comes up in the cards and see how we can compare these meanings with the topic of love and see what I come up with. Okay? All right. Here we go. The first card I got is the Eight of Swords, reversed. So the Eight of Swords represents swords being like how you think. And when we take a look at the Eight of Swords and we just look at the card, we can see that there's a person who is trapped in their thoughts, trapped in a situation, being caught in the middle, not knowing who to listen to, overwhelmed. But when we turn it upside down, the swords fall away, the bullies fall away, and you fall away. So what I'm seeing is the letting go of maybe some negative thoughts, or being stuck in your own negative thoughts, or listening too much to other people's negative thoughts, but letting those things go. Now, when it comes to love, we do need to let go of anything that is holding us back, because we cannot love others if we don't love ourselves. And loving ourselves is very important, not in a narcissistic way, obviously. We want to love others as well, but we have to start with ourselves, right? RuPaul says it. Listen to RuPaul. Lots of people say it. Okay, next one I have is the Page of Pentacles. Pentacles are about our daily living, so, and it's reversed. So the Page of Pentacles, when we look at this card, I'm seeing a slow beginning because of your unwillingness to maybe move ahead or let go. So when it comes to love, sometimes we're either too focused on what we've lost or on the past, or there's just that unwillingness to move forward, right? Sometimes we have to let go of an old love to be able to move on to a new love, whether that's a relationship or a way of thinking or a passion. It could be anything like that. The next card we have is the Five of Swords reversed. Some more swords here. And there's that story again. Okay, now upright, the Five of Swords is about authority. Okay, and listening to authority and deciding, what authority is gonna be beneficial. Now we reverse this. So it's kind of the opposite. It's overcoming an authority. When it comes to love, and this card, I want to say that we need to choose this over this. And it came up, like, it's just something, it's a message that came up. I put it on Instagram as well, this card. And one of the things I said was that it's time to choose love over fear. This is fearful, right? Look at it. If you want to have these things, you have to do what I say. Or forget about your things. I'm letting go of that now. And I'm choosing love. Then we have the Ten of Cups reversed. Cups represent love and emotions. And upright, this is the Yes card, the happily ever after card, right? Look at it. Celebration, everything worked out, and they lived happily ever after. But when we turn it upside down, it's obviously going to be things didn't go the way that you'd hoped. Heartbreak, heartache, a loss of love, just the opposite of joy, basically. Why is this card coming up? Well, look at the world right now, for one thing. Yeah, right now fear is a big thing, and we're forgetting about the love part, and there's going to be a loss of love if we continue to live in fear all the time. You know, and again, the card says, I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. So yeah, things are shit right now. Excuse my language. You know, in the world, everybody's scared and they don't know what to do, and some people are angry, and you know, like, how dare you think this, you should think this, and you know, fear, right? We got to let go of that, because then there's not going to be any love. Love, if we use love instead of fear, okay, we turn this card around, things are going to work out, because we're going to try to look for the good in the situation, because there's always something good in every situation, or a good lesson or something. It's all in how you choose to experience it and perceive it. A lot of reverse cards today. Death reversed. So the lesson in love is learning to let go of things that, well, here, death is an ending, right? So it's like, all right, it's over. It's time to move on. When we reverse it, it's that unwillingness to move on, to let go. And, you know, nobody wants to go through losing someone or something. Of course not. It's upsetting. But if we can let go of that fear, this is good reading, then we can accept it a little easier. The only way to get to that beautiful sunset is to get through the rough patch. You know, denying ourselves that rough patch means denying ourselves that beautiful sunset. So sometimes you have to, the only way over is through. And I think when it comes to love, you know, sometimes, you know, learning to let go when things are time to end, and not holding on too much. I think a lot of us are feeling the fear of how much has changed, and when we really should look at how much we could change for the better now, right? The King of Wands reversed. So wands represent actions. So when we see somebody here, this king is like, yep, you know, like, I've done all this work, I've taken all this action, and it's led me to abundance. But if we reverse the card, there's obviously the loss of abundance. When it comes to love, if we aren't getting everything that we feel we want or need or crave, we're going to feel that loss. We're going to feel like actions that are being taken aren't for our best interest, or we're just not getting what we need. And if we're not getting what we need, that can challenge love. I also think this card comes up in a world sense, because maybe it's going to take losing some things to realize how love can make it more abundant again. Then I have another King of Cups this time. And upright, the King of Cups is in control of obviously his emotions, emotionally mature, successful. You know, he's got his harp there. He's artistic. Water showing emotions and the wave of emotions. This is a loving card, right? And with the divine masculine. But when we turn him upside down, he's going to spill his cup. The water's going to all fall all over, and he's going to drop his harp. And I'm just seeing it's like a need to, how do I word this? I'm seeing a lot of reversed cards here. And I think the reason they've come up is because it's showing kind of the state of our world right now. People are losing hope, losing that sense of control in their lives, where they control their emotions and what happens and how they feel. But there's a big loss of that. Too much fear, okay? So again, face that thing that scares you. And we don't have much of a choice if it's based on what's going on in the world right now. So that you turn this card around, like, start with yourself. Start to love yourself. Take baby steps if you have to. We want to turn these reversed cards around. This is going to be my last card, and it's upright. Whee! Not that it, some people don't even use reversals. I do, because I think it helps me get more from a card, and that's just my own personal choice. But if you don't do reversals, that's totally cool too. Okay. The High Priestess. So a karma card here. Major Arcana. What's the lesson in all this? What can we take from this reading? Listen to yourself. Listen to your intuition. Listen, okay? This is the story of, sorry, brain. It's been a long time. I think I want to say Persephone. And so the god of the underworld fell in love with her and, you know, wanted to steal her away. And she ended up going willingly. And she ended up falling in love with him and ended up becoming the queen of the underworld. What does this say? This says that you can take what seems like a scary, bad situation and turn it into a beautiful love story. But you've got to listen to yourself and have confidence in yourself and know that you can control what happens in your life. You can control what happens in your life by controlling how you want to perceive it. You gotta listen to your intuition. Okay, she knew, something told her this is gonna bring balance. You can see it right in the cards. Go look up the story about Persephone. It's really cool. So we all have to listen to our intuition, listen to our instincts, and take that step. You know, it might seem like it's gonna be dark, but it's probably gonna turn out amazing if you let it. Love. I hope this reading helped.
If you would like a personal reading from me, you can email me at tarotwithtammy@gmail.com. Thanks for liking, subscribing, sharing, and clicking the bell so you don't miss all my other readings. Thank you, I love you, and I'll see you next time.